Hey everyone, my name is Rob. Welcome back to my YouTube channel called Movie Vault. Let's get into this mega haul. Hey everyone, great to see you back here on the channel. Thanks for checking out this video. I have my Star Wars Christmas jumper on me. I'm ready to go. This is a combined November, December, end of month haul. I didn't do one for November just because I only had 3 or 4 things. So I said I would combine everything into December. Not expecting that I would have much from December except Christmas presents. But you guys know me, I bought a bunch of stuff. It's over here to the side. So let's just get into this video. Okay, so let's get vinyl and books out of the way. There's not that many of them at all. First one up here, vinyl. I got this off Waxwork. This is The Bride of Frankenstein. This is really, really awesome. I'm not too sure if this is limited edition. 1935 original soundtrack score. It might be hard to see here. Let me quickly grab this out for you guys because the vinyl looks absolutely beautiful. It's this kind of marble colored vinyl there. Really, really awesome. Sounds like 1935. There's not a lot you can kind of do about that, but yeah, some really cool artwork in this one. It's kind of hard to see here, but yeah, Bride of Frankenstein was the first vinyl up. Next one, Waxwork. I imported that from Waxwork. Sorry if I didn't say that. Next one I just grabbed here in Terra Records, Blade Runner, Vangelis. Just black vinyl, nothing special there. Really cool soundtrack, which will tie into Blade Runner stuff later on. Book, I only had one book, November, December. I did review this on the channel. This is the Star Wars Archives from Taschen, that hardback book. There is a video review, Book of Mania, I have here on the channel. That was the kind of one and only book up here. Let's get into movies. Okay, November. Once again, I did review this earlier on the channel. Silent Night, Deadly Night, 101, Black Label. The hard kind of back thing here. Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 and 2 are in there. Cool kind of Christmas horror. The first one is good, second one I didn't like. You know, I spoke about that in the review. That was the first one up. The next one, everybody kind of got this in November. The Second Sight Films, Dawn of the Dead. I got the 4K box set here. That's probably why all the you'll notice all the shelves behind me, guys, is kind of half empty because all this stuff is out here. I just bought an awful lot of stuff. Dawn of the Dead, I reviewed this on the channel. Yes, some picture issues for me on the can cut. I didn't watch any of the other cuts yet. I watched all the bonus features. What else? Oh yes, so if you guys follow me on social media, I posted up the hardback book in this. I posted when I took it out of the box to kind of, you know, and I was looking through, the book started falling apart, like clumps of pages were falling out. So I got in touch with Second Sight and I got sent a replacement book. So I took the old one out, the one that's fallen apart, and I have the new one in there. So just to kind of follow up on that, if you follow me on social media, they did send me a replacement book. So if you have issues with your book, I suggest just kind of getting in touch with them. Next one for November, I did an unboxing this because this was something I was looking for ages. The Ingmar Bergman Cinema, the Criterion Collection box set. Really awesome. Haven't delved into this at all yet. You know, it'll be one of those guys where I kind of feel like when I have the time, we're just going into another lockdown here, so maybe at some point I'll dive into it. I'm kind of halfway through some other kind of big box sets at the moment, so I don't want to jump, like, you know, into something else right now. Last one for November was, I did review these on the channel actually. Life After Flash. Really awesome. Life After Movies. Lisa Downs directed this. Yeah, I have reviewed this on the channel. I highly recommend checking this out. Really, really awesome Blu-ray documentary about Sam J. Jones, the actor out of the Flash Gordon movie. And that was the last November one that kind of turned up. Sorry, I'm trying to find a place to put these. And literally the next day, 1st of December, Life After the Navigator turned up, about the child actor Joey Kramer. From Flight of the Navigator. Once again, great job on this. You know, I got my crew patch and stuff. I do recommend checking these out. Check out my review video if you want to know more about these guys. Really well done. Again, Lisa and the crew do some great jobs on those Life After documentaries. Next one I picked up in work, Criterion, spine number 1058, The Irishman. Scorsese, De Niro, Pacino, Pesci. Awesome. I talked about this in a recent watch list because I bought it in work and I came home and watched it immediately. Fantastic movie. I haven't watched the bonus features yet. It's like a 2-disc and it's one of these Criterion kind of slips. slip covers. I'm not like a huge fan of these. I don't know, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about these Criterion these boxes. I don't know, I kind of feel like they open the wrong way, like they're open like left-handed. Does that make sense? I don't know, I'm kind of rambling on here, but yeah, Irishman, that was the next one. I picked that up in work. Same night in work I picked this one up. I talked about this on a recent watch list as well, Finding Jack Charlton, fantastic documentary about Jack Charlton, the English footballer, Irish football manager. Yeah, highly recommend checking this out if you're interested in football or Jack Charlton. Check that one out. This batch of stuff here was review stuff, so this was in a review fest for Via Vision. Michael Mann's The Keep, the DVD, I spoke about that. Didn't love it. It's in there. Carol Baker, The Paramount Collection. This is a fantastic set. It's, I want to say box set, but it's just like a DVD release, and you know, the 4 movies have individual discs in there. If you're interested in Carol Baker, like I was, through her, seeing her in some Italian giallo films, this is her Paramount years before kind of all that, and she kind of moved over to Italy and started working on those Italian horror movies. Carol Baker Paramount Collection, do check that out. The Bill, Complete Series 5, Complete Series 6. I've been checking those out for Via Vision. So yeah, that was kind of all that sort of, sorry, I'm messing around with stuff here, guys, so as I don't crush my vinyl as I pile it over this way. Yeah, they were the next kind of review stuff as I grab another pile here. Yes, this one I picked up in work. I done an unboxing of Tremors 4K. I think I spoke about this in a recent watch list as well. Yeah, 4K looks good. There are some scenes with the graboids kind of going through the ground. Looked a little over grainy for my liking, and I like the grain, I don't mind, but yeah, Tremors 4K, that Arrow, you know, the box set style, was the next one up that I bought. Okay, so we have a 4K pile here. So we got given gift vouchers from work for Christmas. So yeah, I decided I had never seen Blade Runner completely, so I got Blade Runner in 4K, the final cut. This has a slip. I got all of these out of Terror Records. Yeah, fantastic movie. 4K. Oh man, I wish I had this when I done the 4K, top 5 4K older movies, because this is one of the best looking 4Ks I've seen. Really, really awesome. My issue with this is there's no bonus features on it. There is a 4K disc and a Blu-ray disc, and none of the bonus features are on this release, which I'll talk about in a couple of minutes. So I decided to pick up Blade Runner 2049 as well. Really enjoyed this. Good sequel, a nice follow-up, you know. Hans Zimmer does the score for this and kind of ties in with the first one. I really, really enjoyed this one. Yeah, really well done, Blade Runner 2049. I haven't watched this yet, but Cliffhanger in 4K. Loved this movie when I was a kid, so I'm interested in checking out the 4K on that. Evil Dead 2 4K, big fan of the horror stuff, and this has the slip. So again, haven't watched that yet. Trying to get the time to check all these out, guys, is pretty crazy. Because I was in work up until the 23rd, you know, in the shop, so it's quite crazy. Gremlins 4K, once again, didn't get a chance to kind of see. You might see in the glare, kind of Gizmo's kind of glossy there in the front. Heard the 4K looks good on that, and Stand By Me in 4K. I wanted to upgrade this for a while because I only had the DVD, so looking forward to checking this out and seeing what the 4K looks like on that. Same day I grabbed those. When I went to work then, I grabbed First Evil Dead on 4K out of my own job. Just, you know, I got Evil Dead 2, so I may as well grab the first one. And there is a Blu-ray disc in there as well. I'm assuming it's the same release as the Blu-ray that I have, but yeah, again, I have to watch this yet. It's just getting the time, you know. We're only kind of getting over Christmas. Next one was a review. I was sent to review this. I did it on the channel. WWE Undertaker: The Last Ride. Fantastic kind of what did they call this, like a docu-series on the box here. I believe it's like 5 episodes, wasn't it? Yeah, 5-part. Like they're about an hour each. Kind of discussing basically the last 3 years of The Undertaker's career, and it's really interesting. If you're interested in wrestling or you know of The Undertaker, do check this out. Highly recommend. This was a UK release. There is probably like a US equivalent of that out there. Next 4 were review stuff. I covered these in the Umbrella Entertainment Review Fest. First one up, Blood Vessel Blu-ray. This was a fantastic horror movie. I wasn't really expecting much out of it, but I really, really enjoyed it. Great horror movie. Highly recommend checking this one out, or check out that Review Fest for more info. Yeah, 1976 King Kong. Jessica Lange, Jeff Bridges, King Kong. I highly recommend checking this out. This was a first time watch for me actually, and it's kind of a new version released on Blu-ray in Australia by Umbrella. So and there's some really cool features on this as well, bonus features. So recommend checking that out. Again, these were all in my Umbrella Entertainment Review Fest. 2 DVDs here: 84 Charing Cross Road and Young Winston. 2 Anne Bancroft movies. I'm interested in Anne Bancroft, and I just wanted to check them out. Young Winston wasn't for me, and 84 Charing Cross Road was kind of interesting. So yeah, check out my Review Fest video for more info on those 4 titles. Next ones here, next 3 I grabbed out of work really quick. Mars Attacks Blu-ray. Never had Mars Attacks ever in the collection, and it was in our sale kind of section, so I decided to grab this for like €6, I think it was, €5. Haven't seen it in the longest time, and yeah, I just wanted to kind of have Mars Attacks, and I'll check it out at some point. Next 2 are really kind of funny Irish movies. You probably won't know these if you're not from Ireland or England, but The Snapper is the first one from the Roddy Doyle book. Who directed it? Stephen Frears directed The Snapper. Really hilarious. And Stephen Frears directs again The Van. This is another Roddy Doyle book. Yeah, The Van and The Snapper. These are really hilarious. If you're looking for like a funny Irish film, check these out. You may not kind of quite get what's going on in them if you're not from Ireland, I would say. But they're really funny, The Van and The Snapper. Next pile of stuff here. Next one. Yes, I grabbed this from work. To be honest, I didn't know much about this. I was pricing stuff to put it out the shelf. I've taken the J card off. This is the I'll throw it back on there real quick. The Indicator Road Games limited edition, hardback with the book and stuff. I was literally putting this out, and I saw like Stacey Keach, Jamie Lee Curtis, and I'm like, oh, big fan of Jamie Lee, let's grab this. I got limited edition. I got number 2717 of 5000. Really cool. I watched this, guys, and you know what, like, it was okay. I did enjoy it. Kind of interesting. Stacey Keach is kind of like he's kind of like the lead, and it's sort of interesting. The cover art is really cool, and this is kind of really not a lot to do with the movie. Interesting kind of movie. There were some silly bits, you know, some of it's kind of silly. 1981 Australian movie. There's some behind the scenes stuff about this, you know, the making of. It's kind of interesting. Like, basically the American crew didn't want Jamie Lee Curtis there at all, and you know, she kind of I think she had a hard time on this movie. But again, another Jamie Lee title to add to the collection. Nice Indicator hard box set there. Road Games. Next one up, actually, this is a sneak peek. I got sent this to review, and it's going to be one of the first reviews as we cross over into the new year. What is the name of the company? Gravitas Ventures. This is Wolfman's Got Nards, the documentary about the Monster Squad. Really awesome. Really looking forward to checking this out and reviewing it. I'll have a full review video here on the channel for you guys, but I will mention this is a Region A Blu-ray, so it's only for the States. I just got sent this to review, so keep an eye on the channel for that one. Next one, oh yeah, a lot of guys, we were all waiting on this one. I pre-ordered this a long time ago. This is the Crash, the 4K from Arrow Video. Again, you know, the hard box, I should say, with the booklet in there. 4K looks unreal on this. Really great restoration on this. Presented in its original 1:66:1 aspect ratio, so you'll get your black bars left and right. I haven't seen this in the longest time. I don't know, did it ever go to DVD or Blu-ray? I'm not too sure. I've never had it in the collection. I saw it on TV years ago. I had it recorded on a DVD and lost it since. But yeah, Cronenberg Crash 4K looks fantastic. Highly recommend grabbing that if you can, guys. Next one I got, I actually got this with the Blade Runner vinyl in Terra Records. You know what, I didn't have any of these past the DVD. Actually, yeah, it's the Predator 3 movie 4K collection. Predator, Predator 2 and Predators. I never had Predator 2 in the collection at all. Never went from DVD to Blu-ray with any of these movies, and I thought, like, man, these would look fantastic in 4K. I want to check these out. Predator looks cool. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Really awesome. Loved that film as a kid. You know, 80s Arnie, action-packed, fantastic stuff. Predator 2, yeah, looks good. You know what, I want to talk about Predator 2 for a minute, because I was never like really sold on the cast in this. The actor Kevin Peter Hall, who passed away after Predator 2, he's the guy who played the Predator in the first one and the second movie. He's in the second movie, brilliant stuff. city setting, I love it. Los Angeles, the whole kind of the meat kind of factory thing was cool. The guys in with the kind of freezer guns, all that stuff was great. I was just never really sold on Danny Glover and like Bill Paxton and what is the actress name, Maria Conchito Alonso is her name. I was just never really sold on like that Danny Glover was, you know, could take down the Predator. Like Arnie, it was a little bit better. He was big, he was an army guy, he had an army team with him. And it's just like Danny Glover kind of taking him out on his own. I don't know, I was never really sold on it, but I do like the movie. Predator is the third one. I really like this, guys. I'm not too sure. I know a lot of people didn't. I thought Adrian Brody was quite good in kind of the lead in this. I remember running this as a projectionist. Really cool. The one thing I didn't like about it was the kind of predator dog things, you know, where they're running and then they get called back. I didn't like that. See, like, it wasn't this like a Troublemaker Studios, Robert Rodriguez. He likes his green screen digital stuff, right? So there is some stuff in there that like kind of looks like, oh, it's so CGI. Like, it's kind of frustrating because, you know, practical stuff in the first two movies. I like the idea of the Lawrence Fishburne character. Yeah, it was a really interesting movie, and I thought they were kind of going to do more with the ending that they left it kind of open, but nothing ever happened. And then the Predator, you know, let's not talk about that one. But yeah, Predator 3 movie collection on 4K was the next one up I grabbed. Next one up, guys, I was talking about Blade Runner 4K earlier on. Unfortunately, there was no bonus features in that one. I really wanted to see I'd seen pieces of the Dangerous Days making of documentary. So I ended up, when I went into work, I had to grab this Blu-ray release of Blade Runner. And this has a slip on it when I take it off. It's the 2-disc special edition release of Blade Runner. I don't know why there's so many Blade Runner releases, but disc 2 is Dangerous Days, the making of documentary, and disc 1 is the final cut on Blu-ray. I don't know why they've done that in that 4K set. No bonus features, really disappointing. No bonus features on the 4K disc or the Blu-ray disc. And yeah, interesting slip here on this. So I grabbed this out of work just to kind of have that documentary. I really wanted to see it. Same day in work, I grabbed these next two. Arrow Video, De Palma Blowout, John Travolta and Nancy Allen. I haven't seen this, but I've heard great things about this movie, so I'm really looking forward to checking this out at some point. Just thought I would grab that one while I was in there. Same day, let me know if you have seen this one, guys. I'm really interested in this one. This is a Ryuhei Kitamura film, if I'm pronouncing that right, Versus. This is the Arrow release in the slip, and I have the alternative artwork there. This one just sounded really interesting. Limited edition, and we were kind of selling a bunch of these, and I kind of thought I would grab one before we sold out. Relentless, one-of-a-kind sensory assault, chock full of hyperkinetic fight scenes, gangster shootouts, sword slashing violence, and gory zombie horror. Sounds really interesting, and there's like 2 cuts of the movie in there. There's like a booklet and stuff in there. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you've seen this Kitamura Versus movie. I'm looking forward to checking that out at some point. Next 2, again, were review stuff. Via Vision, The Bill Series 7 and The Bill Series 8. Those fantastic TV Gold DVD box sets that I get sent here. Pretty much everything here, these are all work pickups. I was watching an interview with the British actress Rachel Shelley. I know her from, she was in the fantastic TV show The L Word. She's in a couple of, I have her in a horror movie as well, The Children here. She was talking about one of these movies, and I decided to grab the Blu-ray box set here. This is Krzysztof Kieslowski's 3 Colors trilogy, red, white and blue. I've seen one or two of these years ago on Sky Movies on TV. This is the Artificial Eye Blu-ray box set here. Yeah, just thought I would grab this out of work, looking for something different, some, you know, kind of open myself up to some international kind of movies and stuff like that. So saying that, same day I grabbed the Arrow Academy release of Bicycle Thieves. Desika directs this one. Yeah, really interesting movie. Again, this was in that interview with Rachel Shelley that I was watching, and she talked about 3 Colors Red and the Bicycle Thieves, this release. So I just thought I would grab the 2 of these. This is has a nice little booklet in there, you know, Arrow Academy with the reversible art in there as well. And watch this really nice movie, Bicycle Thieves. This next one, this was an absolute blind buy, again, kind of like Versus. So let me know in the comments, guys, what you think it is. This just looked like a really nice box set. Arrow Academy. This is Survivor Ballads 3 films by Shohei Imamura. This kind of box set here. Hopefully this is coming up. The card kind of comes off. There's 3 movies in here. So the 3 movies are The Ballad of Narayama Zengen, or Zegen, and Black Rain. Cover just really kind of interested me here, and I thought I would pick it up. Some Japanese movies, I guess, through the 1980s. I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comments. This is absolutely blind buy, and you know, when I get around to watching them, I just thought it'd be kind of interesting, and I grabbed them. Next one, another Artificial Eye. This is a 2-disc because it's to Volume 1 and 2, Lars von Trier, Nymphomaniac. I saw this years ago, probably when it came out. I didn't have it in the collection, just thought I would grab it. Another Artificial Eye. We do a lot of those Artificial Eye stuff in work. Yeah, we do a bunch of them. Grab this one out of the sale thing in work. Zodiac Director's Cut, Fincher. Didn't have it in the collection. Blu-ray, thought I would. Interestingly, there's a nice reversible sleeve art on this. So that's kind of cool. I think it was like €6, something like that in the sale. I decided to grab the Jordan Peele double, Get Out on Blu-ray and Us. Didn't have these at all in the collection. I've seen them. Get Out is a fantastic movie, and Us was okay. Didn't enjoy it as much as Get Out, but I grabbed the two of those as well from work. And then I grabbed these 4 out of work just right before I done my last shift on the, it was either the 22nd or the 23rd, one of those days. I grabbed the 35th anniversary edition of Taxi Driver, because I've never seen Taxi Driver. It's probably some sort of sin here on YouTube, but yeah, you know, obviously the Scorsese De Niro connection to Joker. I really liked Joker, so I've never seen Taxi Driver. I've seen pieces of it, so I'm looking forward to checking out the full movie. This is an upgrade from DVD actually for me. This is Michael Mann's Heat. This is the director's definitive edition on Blu-ray. What an awesome movie. And I only have it on DVD, as I said. This is a 2-disc Blu-ray as well, so looking forward to checking this out. I haven't seen it in a while, and I really loved it. First time when I saw it, and you know, upgrade from DVD, which would be really cool. Big fan of Sherilyn Fenn, Two Moon Junction. This was in a kind of a 2 for 30. I was struggling to grab a second one out of 2 for 30, so I grabbed this Two Moon Junction. Purely Sherilyn Fenn's in there, and really like her. First one I grabbed out of 2 for 30 Blu-ray was a John Hughes film, 16 Candles. Really love this. Molly Ringwald. Actually, this is an Arrow release, and it still has the slip. I've seen some people get this recently and didn't have the slip. We have a couple of these left in work with the slip on them, which is really awesome. Molly Ringwald is in here, Anthony Michael Hall, Paul Dooley. I believe John Cusack is in this in one of his early roles. So yeah, 16 Candles was kind of the last grab from work. And finally, the last two, certainly not least, these were my 2 Christmas presents. My mum and dad got me Tenet 4K Steelbook. You guys know, big fan of Nolan. My sister got me a t-shirt written and directed by Christopher Nolan, which is really cool. This is a 3-disc release here, 4K and 2 Blu-ray discs, and I think there's a digital in there as well. But yeah, Steelbook looks awesome. It's kind of hard to see with the lights here, but it's kind of a bit of a shimmery off it there. Tenet 4K Steelbook. Looking forward to checking that one out. No, sorry, I tell a lie. My sister got me Tenet on 4K for Christmas. My mum and dad got me Total Recall 4K Steelbook. Awesome stuff. It might not come with the lights, but Total Recall is kind of embossed out, and get ready for surprises on the back here. Once again, this is a 3-disc, 4K and 2 Blu-ray. I watched this last night. 4K looks great. There is a great documentary on this. Heat, Serial at Midnight, spoke about it on his channel. Ballyhoo Films done a fantastic, it's like about an hour long, just under an hour long documentary on Carolco, that production studio, which is really interesting to check out, because they've done a fantastic, like, you know, catalogue of movies, you know, in the kind of 80s and stuff. Really interesting documentary. Checked out the bonus features. Yeah, 4K looks good on Total Recall. That does it for the November/December mega haul. Thanks for sticking with me this long, guys. If you did in the video, that's going to wrap it up. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't already, please consider hitting that little bell to get notified every time I post a new video. If you want to help support the Movie Vault in other ways, check out my Patreon and my t-shirt store. Links are in the description. Exclusive content goes up on the Patreon usually once a week, and I'll slow down a little bit over the Christmas, but I'll be getting back on that this week. Yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, if you have any of these, well, you know, especially stuff I haven't seen. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you think I will like it. God only knows when I'll get to watch all this stuff. We are in another lockdown at the moment, so I will be back on the watch list stuff, just kind of because there's nothing else to do. So yeah, that does it for the video. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate the support. I hope everybody is staying safe, and I will talk to you guys on the next one.